Hello my friends, my name is Vasil and I'm a iOS engineer. Thank you for watching this video because this is important. I really appreciate that you are here and of course you are going to ask more questions in the comments, right? Or suggestions. Or... oh no, never mind. So, looks like you are trying to find answers, right? And like your main direction is to become iOS rockstar, and this is good. I will try to share my experience with you, some thoughts about it. What is better, SwiftUI or UIKIt? Before we start, of course, I want to give you context, like, okay, what's my experience? So, as I said, I do not remember, Did I say it? Did I say it today? Okay, never mind. I work as a iOS developer 7 years. And most of my experience, something around 5 years, a little bit more than 5 years, I spent with UIKIt. Oh, this is wonderful. So, I think it's good enough, to write hello world, right? And last 2 years I'm working as SwiftUI developer. Yay! So this is... I don't know, is it enough to become an expert? And I'm not expert. I'm just sharing my experience with you. So, 7 years, 5 years with SwiftUI. 5 years with UIKIt, 2 years with SwiftUI. This is me, Vasily. Okay. So, to understand it better and have something visually, right, we can go to my favorite tool, Miro, right, and try to organize something. Of course, guys, I am not ready, I am not prepared. We are going to do everything on fly. I hope I have enough skills to do it, but if you do not like it, you will anyway write that I'm so good. Because we're friends, right? Okay, let me switch to another screen. Yep, and here we are, we have wonderful Miro board, right? Let me make it full screen. Okay. First of all, let's start with pluses and minuses, advantages and disadvantages. But come on, you got it, right? You know my English is not so perfect. I cannot find lots of correct words. So, let's start writing something. So here we have SwiftUI. What? SwiftUI, right? And let's make it much bigger, right? And here on another side we are going to have UIKIt. So let's talk about benefits, right? Okay. Benefits, it will be something like green, right? Is it a green, right? I hope so. Okay. Let's start with UIKIt. What is the benefit of UIKIt? Stability. Yeah. After English, I need to learn how to type. Thank you. So, stability. What does it mean? So UIKIt is much older. Absolutely right. It was. I think it is older than first iPhone. When first iPhone released, they used UIKIt, right? Because for macOS applications, we have to use a little bit different thing, a little bit different framework. I'm sorry. we have to use AppKit, right? So UIKit, based on my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, UIKit only for mobile devices. Okay, so stability. Lots of applications, all of them. I think all of the applications before SwiftUI was released was created using UIKit, right? So we understand like problems of UIKit. Lots of problems also were solved by Apple team, right? Apple engineers, and we know how to work with it, right? We have lots of experience, also Stack Overflow, overflowed with questions and answers about UIKit, right? We know lots of terms, how it is working. Yeah, this is like an experience, right? So experience of usage of using UIKit is much bigger than SwiftUI. Okay, what is benefit of UIKit? So SwiftUI is easy. Oh my god. It's so good. The code, idea. Come on. Can I create short videos? Sorry. I will have to talk about a little bit more things than just SwiftUI and UIKit. Idea of Swift was to make code very simple, very short, right? Very sexy. Ooh. So the same idea was with SwiftUI. So in UIKit, you can create layout programmatically, right? Or you can use Visual Designer, right? A UI builder or something like this. So you can create xips, nips or storyboards files, and you can use special tool where you can I think I will record one more video about all of this way, right? About layout. It will be one of the next videos, right? So you can in UIKit you can use visual editor, right? So you can drag and drop elements on a screen. You can set constraints, dimensions of it, and so on. And also you can write code programmatically. So in both of the way, I prefer programmatical layout. In both way, when you use them, code is very massive. For example, xips, nips, and storyboard files. This is XML. I think they are XML. I do not. They should be XML, right? XML files. In XML files, you can of course you can write layout in the code also in XML file, but this is a little bit complex, right? If you try to write layout in UIKit, yeah, definitely I need to write one more video about layout. So if you're trying to write a layout code in UIKit, you will use anchor. So for example, you have a view right inside other bigger view, and you have to set dimensions, how top of the view, right? Oh, come on. So you, for example, have these two elements in UIKit, right? And if you want to render them with distance, you will have to define this distance. You will have to define distance to the top, and here distance to the top, right? So it's pretty complex, alright? I mean, of course, if you created lots of iOS applications based on SwiftUI, based on UIKit, you have good understanding what tools you can use to make your layout development faster, right? But they're still complex. All of this complex. Come on, I'm trying to describe what is going on, and I feel that this is complex. My explanation is complex, and yeah, maybe this is a problem with me, but okay. If we talk about SwiftUI, right, code is much simpler. We will go and try to write some code, right? After this, I'm going to open Xcode and we will write some code in UIKIt and in SwiftUI. Or maybe it will be one more video, right? I don't know. This depends how much time I have. Oh, I forgot to talk about my sponsor today. Yeah, I have a sponsor. Sponsor is my wife that helped me, that allowed me to write this video. Yeah, I am free for couple more minutes. I am kidding. I have a little bit more time. So, thank you, honey. I love you. So, yeah, we were talking about that layout. Okay. Let's write this. Easy layout. Easy layout code. I hope you got it right. So when you write any SwiftUI code, you may have a very simple, readable code and you can understand it. So if we talk about UIKit, this is much more complex. I will give you example. Wait a moment, right? So, what else? Well, let's return to UIKit. Flexibility. Flexibility or architecture. Architecture are okay. Yeah, thank you. Architecture flexibility. Sorry if I make any mistake in the words. You can hear my English, right? Hey, give me discount, please. So, what does it mean? Architecture flexibility, and actually that's what I love. Maybe I'm not a great expert in SwiftUI, but if I can compare architecture, so SwiftUI is it's a kind of architecture already, right? Why? So in UIKit, I tried in production, I tried Viper, I tried MVCO, of course, I tried, what are other? Viper, MVC, Redux, and I do not remember. Okay, at least these three I tried in production. So, if we think about how we can implement our code, right, by of course using Swift, right, we can make our code reactive when needed. We have no problems with implementing routing. Router is like my freshest problem. I'm still trying to find how to implement normal routing solution for SwiftUI. With UIKit, I had no these problems. So, and I can do in UIKit everything what I want, right? Maybe again, because of my small experience in SwiftUI, just 2 years, that is my problem. But SwiftUI, it's kind of already reactive view, right? You have a view model. Apple suggests to create a view models, to have like environment, like normal assembly pattern or factory pattern. It's discussable in SwiftUI. It's not very easy because you already have it you already have some solutions in SwiftUI. For example, like you can define environment object, right? And you can put it in all your views. For example, you have one view, inside view you have this, you have view B, inside view B you have view C, and when you use environment wrapper, you can inject this value on all of these views. But what if I don't want to include them? What if I want that view A and view C have connection to this object or element, right? But view B have no possibility to use it, right? In this case, if developer when work on view B writes something like, hey, wrapper, like environment, object, and object, like with the name of the object, you can use it. It's very easy, but I prefer to have many frames in the code, right? And I prefer that developer really understand what he is doing and create lots of, I don't know, lots of frames, lots of problems. I mean, so that it will not be very easy. Developer do everything what developer wants. I can do it in UIKIt. I can create frames. I can say, hey, like if you want to create new object, you will have to look at assembly or factory, my implementation of dependency injection. So I hope you got it right. I mean, if not, do not worry. Do not worry. We will talk about it. Write your questions. Maybe you hear many words about architecture and so on. Write your questions. I will create more videos and help you to get more details. Of course, I'm not the best source of knowledge because you see, I'm not ready. I just turn on my computer, turn on camera, and start recording, right? Because I do not have a lot of time. Sorry. So, architecture flexibility, UIKIt. In SwiftUI, we already have reactive solution. So to make a normal, to make SwiftUI work today, I suggest you to follow all rules, right? But in UIKIt, we can ignore rules, right? Because it's flexible, because of all of this, right? SwiftUI is not flexible today in terms of architecture, right? Architecture is a very important question when we build our code, right? So that's it about architecture. So what's about SwiftUI? What is more benefits, right? Let's put it here. One of my favorite benefit, live preview. Oh my god, this is so good. So, if we use our favorite UIKit, favorite and old, we always have to compile application, right? But if you use SwiftUI, you can use like a live previews. You do not need to compile application. Yes, you have to wait. Sorry, it's not magic. Dark magic. So we have to wait like some time, but like we have a code here, like imagine this is Xcode. Sorry, I'm not ready and I cannot show you Xcode with all of this, but you imagine that you have a Xcode, right? Of course you have. You have here your code and directly near your code you have a preview, right? And when you change your code, you can update preview, and one more thing, it is clickable. You can click on your preview without compiling, without building application. That will help you sometime, right? So this is one of my favorite features, live preview. Okay, what's next? Let me try to think. SwiftUI, easy to use, live preview, UIKIt, more stable and flexible. Maybe it's something like, I'm not sure that that's it, but for right now, I think this is main points, right? Really? And this is like, what? Is it an answer? Hey Vasily, is it an answer? You just wrote like 2 points for each framework. This is not enough to make a decision. Okay. Oh. I will write some more. So, here, completely independent. What does it mean? To write UIKit application, so to create iOS application. Okay, evening. My English engine stopped working correctly. So, to create iOS application using UIKit, you will have to use only UIKit. Whoa! Thank you, right? That was my best sentence. We know it. But if we use SwiftUI, we still have some problems. So, from time to time, we have to look at another world, to UIKit. So, some solutions, for example, if you want to hide tab bar. What is tab bar? You have application and you have like a line of icons in the bottom, right? This is tab bar. When you click on one of it, a whole screen will change, but these items on the bottom of your screen will not be changed, right? So, hide this tab bar. Maybe today we have better solution, but like half year it was a big challenge. It was not ready, right? And I had to use UIKit. So we still need to use UIKit in SwiftUI world, but you can avoid it by talking with designers or like your manager and so on, and try to change design. But today probably there are a pack of problems with SwiftUI that, hey, I can easily do it in UIKit. I cannot do it in SwiftUI. What? Again, hiding tab bar was a problem 6 months before. Maybe today is better. Not a really big problem. I just have to use UIKit. When you write your code, you want to have everything consistent, right? If I use UIKit, I want to use only UIKit. If I use SwiftUI, I prefer to use only SwiftUI code. To do not confuse other developers, they can find all parts in your application very good, right? Consistent, right? The same parts everywhere. Okay, so that's mean again how to understand these stickers, right? So looks like it's easy to use, much easier than UIKit. So you can put here like 2 disadvantages, right? That it's not easy to use. It's not easy layout code. if we compare with SwiftUI, right? And we do not have live preview in UIKIt. And the same is here. Like, it's not extremely stable, right? But it is good. I have application in production. It's okay. I mean, I do not feel like that this is completely not ready for production. But you will have to fight with it a little, right? But if you use all suggestions from Apple tutorials and you use like all ideas from Apple tutorials how to use SwiftUI, it will work great, right? So this is like a little disadvantage, right? So, and when we talk about architecture flexibility, SwiftUI is not really flexible. So that means that SwiftUI has 2 benefits right now and 3 disadvantages, right? UIKit has 3 pluses and 2 minuses right now, based on my experience, right? So, yeah. Is it enough? No, it's not enough for us to make decisions. I'm working with SwiftUI, and I also right now use UIKit from time to time, but I'm aggressively trying to stop using it. So, and from time to time I can find solutions that help me avoid using UIKit, but it's not always. What my suggestions for today? For like tomorrow you are going to start your iOS career or iOS path, like you are going to learn it and you need to pick courses, of course, or maybe free or paid courses, right? Free on YouTube or paid somewhere, and you need to limit scope of what you have to learn, what you have to where you have to spend your time. So today, maybe many people will disagree with me, but if you already have a good programming experience, maybe you're coming from web, maybe from, of course, Android development, right? I mean, why you need to write applications for Android if you can write applications for iOS, right? Hey, hello Android developers. I hope you're not going to write bad things in the comments, right? Because we are also friends. So, if you are going to write if you're going to start learning, right, I suggest SwiftUI. If not, and you already have a large or medium experience, you can measure it by yourself, right? I suggest start with UIKit. Why? So, if you have experience, you know how to solve problems. You already have some tools in your head how to solve problems, right? And anyway, lots of companies still use UIKit. A lot of them. So for experienced developer, use UIKit. Because you will spend like a couple of months to learn it, right? To repeat courses, to learn courses, to repeat everything was going on videos, right, from another people, so another developers. But if you are new, you need to have motivation. The same part what was previous video about Swift and Objective-C, what to pick. You need motivation. And SwiftUI is perfect tool to help you to get results very fast. So you do not need to learn like view delegates, view data source, the same what we have in UIKit. It just works. Less code, more results. You can get results very, very, very fast. So Yeah, if you are new, SwiftUI. If you already experienced, UIKIt. But anyway, I think you will have to learn both of them, because all of these tools they give you your flexibility. I mean, idea how to write a code, right? For example, as I said again, in SwiftUI we already have like a micro architecture, right? Reactive architecture. In UIKit it's different. You have delegates. You have a little bit different way how to structure your code. So, suggestion to learn both of them, but start with SwiftUI. So you just picked Swift language, right? You are going to learn Swift language, and then pick SwiftUI. If you know nothing and this is your first decision what to learn, start with SwiftUI. I really suggest you, because motivation is 1, easy, very easy. 2, it is modern. It is where language is modern, and language is very easy to understand. You do not need to learn other programming concepts again, like delegates, right? For example, with table view, you have table view data source and table view delegates. You can avoid all of this using SwiftUI and combine. You have to use combine in SwiftUI. Oh my god. I hope it's not like I didn't give you so many unknown words. Yep, that's it. So to understand what's a real difference between SwiftUI and UIKit, we need to write some code, right? So what I'm going to do, first of all, I need to create an application. Let's do it. Like create new Xcode project. Oh, okay. I can put it to another desktop. Okay, and let's start writing. Again, all of this is not prepared. I will try to do my best, right? So, of course, let's start with, okay, it will be it's very hard to create names, right? So, UIKit sample, example. And so you can see that we can pick SwiftUI or Storyboard. Storyboard means UIKit. Do not ask me. It is UIKit, okay? So then, of course, Swift language, right? Next, what we're going to do? Oh, I can pick it on desktop. Okay, I can put it on a desktop. Okay. Nice music, right? So, what we are going to do right now? Oh, I remember some more benefits of UIKit. Oh, I'm sorry. So, one more benefit. Let's go to it. One more benefit. So, I don't know. idea of it that in several places, like if I want to support SwiftUI and I can use it from minimum versions, maybe I think it's iOS 13, right? From iOS 13, right? I will have some troubles because on iOS, SwiftUI, as I correctly remember, was released with iOS 13, and like on iOS 13 we have SwiftUI 1 or something like this. On iOS 14 we have updated version of SwiftUI, and right now we have third version, like one more version, right? Of course it becomes better and better, but the problem is that in several parts of application you may have situation when you have like a cascade of code, like if else, and you will have like if iOS 13 do this, if iOS 14 do that, if iOS 15 do third. And that is like a problem, right? Like I don't know how to write it, like I don't know, versioning, I don't know. But you got it, right? So if you use UIKIt, I mean, I wrote application regular when I use UIKIt. I set a minimal supported application, and like it is very easy to support iOS application starting from iOS 10. But with SwiftUI we are not there. We're still not there. So Apple team develop it because like fix problems, update API of the language of this not language of the framework, right? And for example, but they do not update previous iOS versions, right? For example, we do not have fresh iOS 13 releases, right? Or iOS 14 releases, right? Maybe we will receive them like a little bit later with some updates, right? With critical updates, but not with UI, with SwiftUI updates, right? So, and you may have this problem, like implementation of something can be very difficult. For again, you may have this cascade. So probably, I expect that this problem will disappear in a couple years. But today, I met this. I faced this problem. So yeah, good that you remind me. Thank you. So UIKit example. What we are going to do? Let's try. Maybe we can use our previous example, right? Let me try to find it. So I will add this link. I will add this link directly in the info box. So, but yeah, let's save some time. So on a previous video, where we compare Swift and Objective-C, we already implemented, right, a small code. Let me open it. We already implemented a small screen. Yeah, I found it. So, okay, import. Let's run. Oh, no, not an iPod. iPhone, of course. iPhone 13 Pro Max, of course. Everything or nothing. Okay, let's wait. This machine is not very fast. But it's my favorite machine. I started writing code. I started my iOS career with that machine. So you can understand that at least 7 years old. This machine is like 7 years old, maybe more. Okay. Hey, where is my... Okay, we have it. So here, this is just a simple table view, and we can scroll it. Right. Let's wait. Nice music. So, yeah, we have it. I can make it bigger. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we have just 100 cells, and that's it. And this is code that we have, right? So let's try to do the same in SwiftUI. Ooh. So, new project, SwiftUI, example. Okay, next. I put it directly on desktop, the same. I will relocate it and I will create a reference to it, so I will put it in GitHub and you can download it. So do not worry about this. Okay. Remember, I was talking about preview, right? So how we can preview? So on a previous application on UIKIt, I had to build and we have to wait when application will be compiled and then we can run it. Here it's kind of the same. You can see we're also waiting some time, but we will have this view directly here and we can manipulate it. And this is very, very, very good. I cannot say that this is so much faster, but for example, you will spend some time to create this view and you are not going to create whole application. So definitely if you work only on a single view, right, preview is very good too. Because if I have, for example, 20 screens, right? Yay! That is preview. So, what we have right now? Let's build I don't know, list, right? List, and right now text. And the same, like what do we have here? I can put it on the next screen, right? We have it here, so we have text. So property, we need property. Yeah, we can copy it, right? We can copy it. Okay, a list. Okay. For each. Number of sales. Let's do something simple, right? And we will have something like this. Text. And what do we have here? We have here text and row. Okay. Okay, and here we will have a row. Oh, no. Text. and row. Are you going to work, my friend? Yep, let's refresh our preview and see. Okay, so we have little bit different style, right? Probably we need, I do not remember, sorry. I cannot write everything from my head because I'm not a very big expert. So list view style or list style, okay. Maybe default list style. Let's try. Okay. Plain list style. Okay, yeah, we have it, right? Autocomplete is our everything. So, and right now we can run it directly here. That's cool, right? So, you see, like, if we compare with this, okay, this is like a click action, right? We can remove it, but to create a list of elements, right? This list of elements, we need init. Ooh, I'm a poet. We need create, define our table view, set layout. Oh, everything is not structured, right? About layout. Do you remember this part? So right now we're talking about easy layout, right? So here we defined list, we defined our rows, right? And this is a row. That's it. You do not define like distance from left, distance from right, and so on, right? You just put code that describe elements, view elements. And here, look, we have, let me make it bigger. I want you to see it. So we have these anchors. So top anchor. So this is like you define distance between one side of a view and another side of a view, right? Maybe they can match, maybe they can have a difference, and so on. So we have table view, right? We have data source, we have delegates. Of course, if you are new, you don't know what is it, right? You have to learn this concept. Here, no dataset, no delegates, right? So then, yeah, you also have defined these elements. The problem can be with cell, right? You have to define whole view here, right? You will have to use special view. You cannot use any view, right? Here you can use any view, right? So it's just simpler, right? It's just more compact. So, and this is the beauty of SwiftUI. I hope I give you something that you can try to explore more, right? I gave you some context. If you need more information about it, write your questions. Also write your suggestions, also write your experience in the comments, right? And we can continue talking about it. I hope next video will be very soon. That's it for right now. Maybe you will think about like whole experiment. For example, I already bought one of the theme in one of the popular theme selling website, right? So I have a template of application. So, and for example, we can pick one of the screen. We have a lot of screens here, right? In the Figma. So, and we can pick one of the screen and try to implement it in both frameworks. So this application about pizza making, pizza selling, and so on. Why not? Right? I hope you enjoyed video. I hope I was clear. So thank you for watching this video. Let's continue our exploring of iOS world. You are close. Don't give up, continue learning. And I can see you, and you can see me, of course, in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Or day, or month, or year. Have a wonderful everything. See you later. Bye.